hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away. Get your bag, check the...
Hey, what's up, everyone? Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing. How's everybody doing today?
How are you? Good to see you.
Who is in the house?
I want to know if everybody can hear us, first of all.
Yes.
Because we've got our Skype set up with our headphones and everything. Just let us know if you can hear us okay.
Yes, let us know how the picture is and if anybody can hear us. We're having a little issue getting stuff over the headphones. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
But we shall see. So everybody doing out there who's in the house?
We got a lot of people. I'm just going to do a quick hello to everybody. We got our ERV insiders, Michael Grace, Matt Cranford, Ann Krushka, Gus Paca. We have Jose, Harry, Farfi? I don't know how to say that. Another Jose, RV Living Yet, Travels with Delaney, Hitch Up and Tow. Hey, everybody. Lucky Dog. Let's see. Scott Jacobs, how you doing? PA Traveler, hey, how's it going? New Horizons, hey, Susan. Lori Hackett's here. Hey, Lori.
Who else?
All right. I'm kind of rushing through here. Corey's here. Hey, Corey. Just so we can get to the main event. So thank you, everybody. Loud and clear. Excellent.
Awesome. And how many insiders do we have today?
We have 1, 2, 3. There's four insiders in here.
Awesome.
Today.
Sport those emojis, guys.
use your emojis. All right.
So where is everybody this week?
Yeah. Home.
Yeah, we are actually out at Hershey. We have been out here since Monday.
Yeah, until Saturday.
Yes. So everything has been working out pretty well for us.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get cold tomorrow. And
really cold.
Really cold.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, we're going to do a recap of our videos, because we always do. All right, so if you didn't catch our videos this week, we did our amazing latest 7 products that we love. So that came out on Saturday. Then on Tuesday, we did the Simple Chuck Water Deionizer, which is an awesome item if you are really into washing your RV. It makes things a lot quicker.
Much quicker.
Yeah.
And people are loving that.
Yeah. And then this Saturday we have coming out another Newmar upgrades video.
Yes.
Some very cool upgrades that we did to our rig. So that'll be coming out this Saturday. I want to thank the super chats from last week, which are Sometimes Uploading, Matt's RV Reviews, Matt Cranford, and RV Reviews by the Air Force Guy, Paul. So thank you guys so much. Thank our great moderators that are here. We have Ann, Blue Wave Odyssey. I think those are the only 2 here right now. So thank you guys for helping with that.
So yes, guys, just so you know, we've been busy bees. While we're here, we shot 4 videos?
Yeah.
We shot 4 videos while we're here. So
a little tired.
We got some good material coming your way. And is anything else?
Yeah. No, let's get to the good stuff.
All right, cool.
So before you bring them in, so we have a guest tonight. If you don't know them, a lot of you don't have channels, so you may not be familiar with them, but hopefully you are. They're a great couple. Their channel is called The Art of RVing. It's Marc and Kari. Super nice people. Definitely go check out their channel, subscribe. They do some really funny and cool, informative videos. So let's bring in Marc and Kari from The Art of RVing. Hey,
What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, guys. What's happening?
So let's make sure that everybody, guys, just type if you can hear.
Well, they were hearing them before. For some reason, my speakers here are not muting. Like, I had the volume all the way down.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's not working, and I don't get why.
Oh, they were hearing. Oh, I see that. Okay.
So it's weird, but whatever.
Anyway, hopefully there's no feedback.
No
or
NBC here.
All right, cool. So how you doing, guys? How are things in Texas?
Hey, we're good. Thanks for having us on.
Awesome. Thanks for coming.
Our pleasure. So let's get into it. So, like I said, a lot of our viewers may not have heard of your channel. So let's let them learn a little about you. So tell us, I always like to ask people how long they have been in the world of RVing. So how long have you been doing this?
So 25 years-ish. We did it a lot when the kids were little. and then kind of stopped in the middle, and now we've been back in it for like the past 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Nice.
So you're not newbies to this.
No, but I feel like we are in some ways, but no, we're not pros though.
Well, who's
is?
really a pro, right? You're always
Who
learning
is?
something.
Yeah, we learn like everyone else every time we take it out.
Absolutely,
You know?
yeah. There's always something.
Sure. Yeah, sure do.
New.
What do
Yeah.
they say? The only time you stop learning is when you die,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
That's true.
That's right. A lifetime learner.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you started many years ago, what made you get into RV? What was really the impetus for you guys getting into it?
Probably our kids. And thanks for using the word impetus.
Teacher.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we, of course, we started like everyone else. We had a van and we had, pop up and all that. But when we were kids, we decided probably that we wanted to take them camping. And so we bought an RV.
Nice.
What do you have, 2 kids?
Yeah.
2 kids, yeah. They're 26 and 22 now, but
Nice.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Do they still go RVing with you guys?
Our 26-year-old, she lives in Waco, and we went to Waco in January, and she did spend the night with us. But our camper's pretty small.
It's small with no slide outs.
Yeah.
Now you guys have a Jayco, right? You have a Jayco?
We do.
21 feet with no slide out.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that's cozy.
That was our
Cozy.
first
Yeah.
RV was a Jayco. We had a 28 BHBE with 1 slide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we liked it.
Yeah, we did for our first one. I thought it was cool. It taught us a lot,
We didn't like towing,
Right.
but we liked the we liked the
You like
trailer.
driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Right.
You don't have to worry about hooking up and backing up and all that. That's nice.
No, we'd have to
Exactly.
do that now.
Yeah.
So
I know.
actually, when we got here, we had originally booked to Friday, but then we decided to stay an extra day, so we had to move like 4 sites down, and unhooking and hooking up was like 10 minutes. It was so fast.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
it's just 1, 2,
Yeah,
3
we-
because the sites are pretty level here, so it wasn't even like leveling. It was great.
Yep. Yeah. We were saying it's so different, right? From
so
when we
convenient.
had.
Yeah. We saw a guy who had to move his fifth wheel over one spot one time,
Oh, yeah.
and it was a bummer.
It's a whole process. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a process, man.
To do
Yeah.
such a small
Yeah,
amount of.
he was not happy. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your channel. So why did you start the Art of RVing?
Well, I'm a professional photographer, so it's kind of in my wheelhouse, to do that. And so after the kids left with the RV, we just decided, hey, we're gonna lay some videos out and see what happens, and that's what we did.
I'm playing.
Yeah, and it's a good way to document everything.
Yeah.
And it's not like we've been even able to go to these. We never go very far, but
Right.
it's just kind of fun. And,
Yeah. And we enjoy, it's a process like everything. You get into it making videos sometimes, and it's a whole deal. But we meet so many cool people doing it. I learned so much.
Right.
I mean, it's really been a great ride. Sure,
So who named your channel?
I did. I
Nice.
named it the Art of RVing because I'm into art. I love art, and
At the beginning too, when we kind of first thought of it, we thought we would incorporate more photography.
right.
Okay.
I mean, like for Mark to give little tips and stuff.
Right.
But
Mhm.
the couple of videos that we did on photography, it just didn't seem to be much of an interest. So
Yeah.
we haven't really focused on that. I mean, like
Focused.
maybe 40 views.
Yeah, it was. But there still is a playlist on there. It's just simple technique stuff,
I have
But-
to watch that.
What's that?
I have to watch those.
Yeah, there's a couple on there, and they're pretty cool. But we named it the Art of RVing because I know that RVing is an art form.
Okay.
And an art form because of the way that we figure out how to make things work and the way we maneuver and kind of the nomadic idea. And you have all these great ideas. And I thought, man, RVers are true artists. They truly are.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. It's an art.
Absolutely. So tell us about your channel, because you do kind of different things on your channel, right? It's not just all
Yes.
RV stuff.
Yeah, we do some different stuff.
You tell them.
Well, I've been into like the entertainment business and stuff forever, and I'm a magician. And so about 6 months ago, I decided, the RVers are real happy people. I mean, they're happy.
Yeah.
Right. And so I thought, what I'm
Absolutely.
going to do is I'm going to bring some comedy into this thing. And so that's when I decided to do my impersonations, and Blue Wave Odyssey was my first person to imitate. And so when I laid it out, I wasn't sure exactly what was going to happen. And it was well received, and since then I've done several more.
And he does it all in very good fun. It's,
Right.
it's never anything mean or
No.
malicious.
Right.
No, it's always fun. I'm laughing with them for sure.
And you can see that because
so-
I've watched a lot of your imitations, and they're funny, but yes, they're not,
They're not vicious.
mean-spirited, So who can you see the screen? Who is that on the screen there?
I'm playing some of your videos right now in the background. You should be able to see it
Oh,
now.
nice.
I don't know if they have the stream up.
We can't.
If you don't have the
see it.
stream up,
have
you
the
won't see
stream.
it.
Okay, well, there's this puppet guy. What is that about?
That.
Gus. Gus is an ornery little fella that I ran into. He drives a Newmar like y'all, and he drives it all around, and he's a world champion in a lot of things.
Yes, he's very talented.
The only problem with him is he's a little, what would you say?
He's a little crabby.
He's a little crabby.
He's
Yeah,
feisty.
and
He's a
so-
feisty little fella.
Kind of like the Grumpy
Very
Cat. Remember the
fast.
Grumpy Cat from Facebook? Do you
Yeah,
remember that?
and he's kind of like, but I tell you, he likes MJ.
Yeah, I know he does.
I've seen that. Izzy has heard him bad-mouthing him before.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes the girls for sure in the community.
He's got those
Yeah,
awesome
it's just-
eyebrows.
He does. He looks like a
He does,
Muppet.
yes. He's just evolved.
Yes.
It never, I don't know. We just started it out as,
Right.
it's just more than we've ever imagined with Gus, for sure.
Oh, it really, we've come up with the concept, and just, again, we were just going to lay it out to see what would happen, because I had never seen it happen on the RV channel before.
You're right.
And actually, we had some negativity before we did it, and they were telling me, you might not want to do that.
Ooh.
And so I said, well, we're going to find out.
Who, Maddie, our daughter, was telling you that?
Yeah.
Our kids?
Then she's
They were
mortified.
embarrassed of Dad.
Oh, man.
Well, sometimes when you push certain people's buttons, other people respond, right? That
Yeah.
you can get the complete opposite effect. Some people go away, but you might attract a whole bunch of people too. So it seems that's what happened.
Yeah, Gus is has his fan club now, and he has actually has an autographed picture of him. Here's his autograph. He actually has his own headshot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is he going to be doing any
and,
appearances at RV shows? Is he going to be at the Houston RV show in a booth?
Oh, wow.
Probably
I don't know
not.
if you
We'll
could.
have to get back to you.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that one. Yeah, so.
So one of
You know
the.
what's,
Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
I just want to tell you this one thing about Gus. When you're watching the little intro where he's singing the song, we recorded that when we were actually in Waco in January, and so Mark's lying on the ground, holding up Gus, and I'm filming, and our 26-year-old was mortified. You think she'd be used to him by now, but she went in the camper and started cleaning for me and packing,
Oh my
that's how
God.
much she didn't want to be part of Gus.
Can you use that if
feel-
you continue,
Huh?
Gus is going to come out? Could you use that as leverage with your kids? You
Yeah,
don't want Gus to come out right now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I've done that when they went to school for sure.
Oh God.
Not with Gus.
Not with Gus,
yeah.
but other things for sure.
Now they're a little old, I think. For
It was
that.
just funny.
It was funny. We did it during the day, and there's people all around. So
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
So
Yeah.
one thing that I was drawn to your channel, I think one of the first videos I watched of yours was an abandoned RV. So this is something that you guys do. So tell the group about that. I think it's pretty cool.
That's your deal.
Yeah, well, when we started focusing on our channel about what I like and what I thought the viewers was, I really become complacent with all the new people going through the new RVs. You know, I was like, it's like going to a golf store. You seen one, you seen them all, kind of.
They look alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a while.
And so I was like, you know, and then I thought, and I like to junk, you know, I'm a junker. And so I thought, maybe so. And so
And you like old things.
I do. I like old things.
Especially old campers.
Old camper, low tech, you know, type of stuff. And so again, I just thought this would be interesting. And so I went to my first abandon and laid it out to see what would happen.
And that was it.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
So how are you greeted when you go to ask people to look at their disgusting RVs?
Okay, that's funny. And Izzy, you being law enforcement and all, you'll get a kick out of this. So what happens is you go up and you knock on their door. A stranger walks on the door and looks like this, right? And they come to the door, and and what you want to say is, I know you're doing something illicit in there. I'm not going to report you, and everything in that trailer is stolen. But that's fine. I mean, I'm not. You don't. But you just say, hey, I'm so and so, and you hand them a card and go, tell them what you're there for, and just see if they let you do
Now,
it.
all these trailers are in Texas, so I guess there's no shortage of abandoned trailers or rundown trailers in Texas.
Isn't it crazy?
Oh man.
They're everywhere.
Oh my God.
Well, we see them here too.
I mean,
Yeah.
you start noticing them when we travel.
Yes, that's why I'm fascinated by them. I think they're
Everywhere. And everyone tells a story. They're a time capsule that's been.
Yeah.
They're time capsules.
yeah.
And it's really amazing when you go in there. For some, maybe not for others.
I want to know, what is the most disgusting one that you've been in? Describe that. I want to know.
Just describe it. You don't have to say names.
Let me see. Well, the truth about it is, once something's been rotting for 40 years, the smell pretty much goes away. And so really, the smell is not the issue. It's the inherent danger of going into the trailer. Because the people you meet are in the middle of nowhere for one thing, and you're driving a truck that's worth more than their house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And so that you have that kind of danger going, and then the inherent danger of what's inside it. And,
Right.
you know, because there's like fresh bird being ripped to shreds inside it, and a snake, scorpions, bees, and ants,
And rotted boards.
and rotted boards that you can fall through.
Mold,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been slightly injured, I think 3 times already doing it.
Wow.
That's
You
why I
know,
said
It's
to
like
you,
hazard pay.
wear the gloves. I said, you don't wear gloves going in there? I said, you're a brave
You're gonna be a
man.
full hazmat suit.
Everybody comments on that. I need to start wearing gloves.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the one you did of the GMC yesterday. MJ was showing me, and I looked at that thing. I'm like, there's no way in hell I would go in that. Like, there's just stuff everywhere. I'm like, there's no way I would go in that thing.
But they are fascinating.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad.
That was bad.
It
The
wasn't
cans
as
of
bad as
beans and
some.
stuff in there.
And Kerry goes in some of them with me, and some of them you literally have to pull stuff out to get in it.
Oh, God.
Literally, you know.
Wow.
And it's funny when you go into them because people they're like, oh, you don't want to go in there. It's just full of junk, and you don't want to go. Good, because I want to go through all your crap, you know. So it's really interesting. It's like, oh, well, that's okay, you know. And then when they watch the video, I'm sure they're like, dang, he went through every piece I had in that whole trailer.
Yeah,
You know?
If they watch the video.
If they watch the video,
Right.
I guess
you
I
know?
wonder, is a lot of the people living in there, or this is just something they never got rid of? Or both?
Both.
You both.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of people maybe use them for storage.
That's what they are.
Some people just don't have the oomph to haul them off.
Right.
And some of them truly are vintage.
They truly are.
And they're, they just,
Just can't let
you know,
go.
it's interesting.
I just let them rot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've learned a lot. Carrie's gone on several with me, but not in them.
I only step up in the front door.
You
Yeah,
look
she
from
gets
the
to the front,
outside.
we do the intro, and then pretty much she's gone.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
It makes for
so-
good video, though.
Yeah, what would be awesome series if you find one of these gems, like diamonds in the rough, and then you bring it back to its original luster.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll see.
Or somebody else can bring it back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our motto is buy one done.
Right.
Yeah. Good motto.
Buy one
We
done.
went through through the whole classic car restoration.
Oh, we did. So
like a
we're
bottomless pit.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
buy one done. Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're out in Texas. I don't know how you guys, if you travel far, what are your like favorite campgrounds that you've been to? Because I always like learning of new campgrounds that we haven't
Us
been
too.
to, and your least
Yeah.
favorite. So what are some of those?
Well, and for right now, with Mark still working, I mean, we really can only pretty much get away on the weekend. So we do pretty much stay in Texas. We've been to Hot Springs. That, of course, Arkansas is beautiful.
We love it.
If you've ever been there.
Right.
One-
Beaver's Bend.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Oklahoma, that's
Oklahoma.
right. Southern
Mhm.
Oklahoma is close to us, and
Mhm.
Beaver's Bend is awesome. Broken Bow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We love Palo Duro, which is West Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second largest canyon in.
Yeah.
Is that right?
North America.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
You gotta go to
Yeah,
Texas.
it was really cool.
But there's one like literally 30 minutes from our front door that's probably our favorite, and it's Tyler State Park.
Yes.
Tyler?
We've been there with the kids since they were babies, and
Yeah.
just so many memories, and it's just a neat state
It
park.
really is.
Yeah.
And we're so lucky to have where we are. We're so lucky to have so many good, state parks. And we realized that when we went to Tyler State Park, because I was asking where everybody was from, and they're from all over and have driven there.
Right.
And we're
Nice.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah,
like,
so that's interesting because like the New Jersey state park systems are terrible for camping. Like
Yeah,
there's not
it's
one
not.
state park that has full hookups. Not one.
Right.
Most
What?
of them
Really?
Yeah,
most
you
of them
have
are
to go
just electricity, and then they'll have a dump and water like in a loop. And most of them are pretty small too. There's a couple of county parks.
Mhm.
Actually, they don't even have full hookups either.
No.
They have
Yeah.
water and power.
Pennsylvania. We have to cross the border.
Pennsylvania has a really good state park
Yes.
system. Ohio does too.
Now, are your
Oh,
state
that's
parks
interesting.
open right now?
Are we what?
Are your state parks open right now or no in Texas?
They're open for day use. I'm not sure about camping. I haven't checked. They weren't as of like last week, but I don't know.
Right. How often do y'all go camping?
Well, I mean, prior to this, we were every weekend, every
yeah,
other
and a
weekend
couple,
from like
long trips.
April through last year we were away on Thanksgiving and that was late. It was late November. That was our last
Mm-hmm.
one, and then because of the weather, we have to eventually winterize.
Sure.
But this year has been a little different. I don't know how much we're going to be getting out. So
Yeah, I mean, we had every weekend planned almost in May, but
Really?
yeah, it's not gonna happen because nothing's open in New Jersey. Except
sure.
we have to just come over into PA, which is it's good because it's close. So that's where we are now.
yeah, so like last year, we have picked up our motorhome and we put like over 7,000 miles for part time. So we put a decent amount of miles. We use it. Hopefully, we can use it. Some more when
Right.
things clear up.
Sierra's like
That's
just
great.
has to.
Do you take your dog with you?
They're with
Yeah,
us now.
She's
yeah.
pretty much sitting on my lap right now.
We're
the
hoping
two
they
of
don't
them.
pull their wires out right
I
now.
know. I don't know what she's. And the other one's on the couch, Bowser.
We've been there, done that. So are you a techie man?
A little bit. I wish I could show you
Good,
a
MJ.
picture.
MJ, I knew it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your instructional videos are spot on every single time. All your how-tos on that, and I was thinking that this dude is a techie.
Oh,
I can tell.
He is a
I mean,
geek, like in a good way.
Yeah.
A good geek.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, your delivery's good on those.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're kind of set up right now. We got lights and stuff. I mean, we're running off of our connection in the motorhome, so hopefully that holds up.
Sierra, come here. I don't want
And our
her.
dog
I don't
is-
want her to knock
I don't know
wires.
what she's doing
here.
right now.
Come here, baby. She's gotta
Uh,
like stand under the table.
You have any other questions there?
Yeah. So he asked what kind of RV you have. Is there anything that you hate or like really love about your Jayco?
Hey, your love.
Yeah.
We wish it had a slide out and
Right.
was a little bit longer.
Just a
Just
tad.
We're kind of in the market. We're kind
Right.
of looking.
Yeah. And we had a fifth wheel and all that. And we liked fifth wheels
Yeah.
real
We
well.
really
I mean, it's probably our favorite was the fifth wheel.
Yeah.
But
So much
we
space.
have our truck's only a 1,500.
Oh, okay.
So, and our trailer's about 5,000. So I try to say half of the towing capability of the truck. I
thought all
that's-
citizens of Texas had to have a 2,500 and above. I thought that was like in the state constitution. How'd you wind up with a 1,500?
Yeah, they give me dirty looks on the road all the time, man. They'll be driving there. I don't know. They have 5500s here. I'm sure they do there, but they have like a 5500.
No,
I see the 3500 and Ford F550, Ford F450, but I haven't seen a Ram 5500.
One step up is a 550. Yeah. So
it's in our plan, especially before the whole virus hit. Like we have a plan, and we need a bigger truck and then a bigger camper. And I mean, it is small. It is cozy.
It is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But we wanted to walk around bed, which we have.
Yeah.
And our ceilings are 6'6". So that's good, and our bathroom has a sink in it.
That's always a good thing.
We're brushing our teeth in the kitchen, and that's
right.
horrible.
Right. And we have a couch.
Oh, we have 2 drawers.
Yeah, we have 2 drawers. Right. And we have a couch. So yeah.
It's all perspective.
It is.
Yeah.
So for now it's fine.
When we had our Jayco, the one thing we hated, we didn't have a slide in the bedroom, and when she got up, she kind of had to like jump over me.
Yeah, because we're so tall, so I would bang into his feet trying to get out of the bed. That was tough. Yeah.
Oh,
so I hear
you mean around the edge where the wall is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot scoot out of that
No.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, walk around is generous. It's not.
It's more like a scoot and stand up and slide your rear along the wall. Yeah, for that side. The other side's fine.
I just now thought of something that I absolutely hate about, and this is common on Jayco's. I don't understand it. Is how the cabinet right beside the bed is like a sharp, like square piece of wood, and we have to hit our head, and it's just right beside your head.
When you make the bed, you hit your head. It's right. Oh my! Everybody's nodding their heads. It has one right now.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Just round wood.
We have that problem on the driver's side slide.
Yes, over the one couch, the cabinets. I have clocked my head on there.
Exactly, because the cabinets are a little
low.
Don't
learn. You would think you'd learn.
Oh, it hurts.
And it hurts so bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it happens. I'm like, really? You have not learned yet?
She bangs her head all the time.
I'm a
on the
klutz.
slides, everywhere.
I trip. It's pathetic.
She was actually up.
Me too, MJ.
She was up on the roof today filming because we did something up on the roof, and every time she goes up, I'm like, please don't fall off the ladder. Please don't fall off the ladder.
But I'm very, very concentrated climbing up. But you know what's hard now is we have our antenna up there, so that's on on the flag buddy on the ladder. So I'm like, I have like this much room to climb up. I did it though.
Oh, sure. I saw that video, Izzy. Yeah, on the roof, we have to be real careful. If I fell off, Kerry would help me as soon as she quit laughing.
I know.
This is a high fall for us. This would be a 12-8 fall.
That would be
a
hospital fall.
Yeah.
or
ours is 10 foot.
Yeah.
Not funny.
No.
It's not.
We're reaching that point in our lives where falls are not funny.
No, things can break. Hips can break, right? That's not good. Not good.
That's right. Yes, absolutely right.
Beginning of the end.
So do you guys have any trips coming up? Any trips planned?
We do actually. We had booked out like in January. I had booked out like 7 months, and we were able to go in January and February, and then not in March and April. But we've scheduled in Arkansas at Daisy State Park on the 22nd.
Yes.
And we just had a friend tell us that they're open. We're going to get to go. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
We're excited.
So how long of a drive is that?
From us, it's only about 3 hours.
Right.
We're pretty far East Texas, so it's just kind of north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
North for us.
So 3 hours for us takes us 6 hours to get there. I drive slow.
You're not one of those guys doing like 85
with the
trailers, like going swaying side to side?
No, we're driving like 50.
50.
No, that's
We're in the right lane going 50.
That's good.
Be safe. So that's Memorial Day weekend you're going, right?
The weekend before.
Oh, okay.
The 22nd.
Right.
And then in June, I can't remember, but I think we're going to a Texas State Park.
Nice.
There's a lot of the CCC that built all the state parks back in the Depression and all that. Y'all remember?
No.
Anyway, there's a lot of CCC parks in Texas, and I think we're going to one in June. It's pretty cool to see all the history.
And now, all those parks, those state parks, are they full hookup parks, or they have option for full hookup?
Options usually, but they're hookups. And a lot of them are full hookups and 50 amp.
And
yeah,
now,
it just depends.
And now,
they're super nice, man.
What does that go for a night? I'm just trying to compare it to, like, you know, what we're used to here.
Like $20?
20
For
bucks.
full
18
hookup.
bucks?
Yeah.
No, full hookups might be more
A
like
little more.
25,
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
And each state park could be different, too.
Yeah,
That's
right.
great.
It's worth $5 not having to dump it.
Oh, it's totally worth $5.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been in Texas in the summer?
Not pleasant.
Mhm.
No, hot?
Yeah. Yeah. Then the hinges on hell.
Yeah, I was in Texas years ago before I even met Izzy. I was in Amarillo, and then I drove back. I was out there with a friend. We actually drove back through Arkansas, which was beautiful. I didn't really go to see anything, but it was nice, and we can't wait to get out to Texas. But again,
Such a long drive.
We gotta
It's
wait
great.
for retirement. 5 more years, and then we're gonna start heading west.
Yeah, we'll
That's
start
awesome.
visiting everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much to see.
All we see here are pine trees and lakes.
But we're in East Texas,
Yeah.
so West
Right.
Texas, like
It's
an Amarillo is different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So-
I saw MJ. Do you drive the new Mark II?
I do. Yeah,
I saw you.
Yeah, I did a video on that.
I
How
saw
to
you.
drive a
Uh-huh.
motorhome. Well, I would never drive the trailer. I was scared to death. So when we got the motorhome, and that's another reason why I just felt more comfortable with a motorhome. So we took a class, which was basically the guy said, get in the driver's seat and let's go. That, was pretty, they said, take your
Nice.
turns wide, use your mirrors, and let's go. So,
nice.
yeah. So but it's so much easier than it's just like a big truck, and it's fun.
It's definitely. I mean, I was the one driving the trailer all the time, and I think the longest trip Hershey was the longest. 3.5 hours, and you're exhausted after. I don't know how it is for you. I mean, it was 33 feet, bumper to hitch, and it was just exhausting. This thing we drive 5-6 hours with no problem.
Right. And we knew we wanted to take longer trips, so we said, I have to be able to drive whatever we get.
Right.
Yes.
Probably could have done the trailer.
I'll let
but-
Kerry drive it because if anything ever happened to me, she needs to know how to
Right.
drive it.
Of course.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's driven it,
Just one.
but 33 feet's a lot different than 21 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a trailer. Yeah.
And we had a Ram 1500, so it was right on the cusp. You know what I mean? As far as the capacity, and we had the anti-sway hitch, but I don't know how much that really does, honestly.
I'm not sure either.
You would still feel it. A big truck would pass, you would feel it.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing I have against the sway thing is you need to tighten it when you're going straight for a long time.
Right.
So what do? Stop on the highway and tighten it, and then get back in and drive it till you pull it off again.
Right,
So
right.
maybe somebody can go on my channel and tell me about that. So.
All right, so we got one more question, and then we're going to take, if anybody has questions that's watching, what are your future plans for your channel? Any changes, or, what are your goals? I mean, anything.
Well, I'm all about learning. I'm a learner. You know what I mean? And so my video skills have improved so much more. And that's all I study is video technique, really. And so, and we just went over 1,000.
Yes,
so
yes.
we're on the cusp of 1,100. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Yeah. And so we did that, and we'll probably, and once we travel more, we'll start, hitting like I do my travel stuff, like my hot springs videos.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever see one of those, it's not real informational, more entertainment.
Okay.
But what do you think?
Yeah, I don't really know. We've been asked that before, and I feel kind of lame saying that we don't have like certain goals and milestones, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're just kind of winging it with,
Yeah. Hey,
with
whatever
the channel.
works.
We're just having fun with it.
Yeah, we have fun, and one thing, especially about me, I can't just create. I have to be inspired. Like my channel. I mean, I have to feel something first. I can't just lay something out there. I'd rather skip a video And you
Right.
know,
Right.
I'd rather. But once it hits me, I'm like,
Because he's such an artist.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bam,
He has to
done.
be inspired.
And then I'll lay it out. You know.
Right. Well, you
Right.
said you were like that as a kid too, right? When we were talking yesterday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you've been like that since you were.
Little bitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his brain is just on a different level.
Yeah. And there's room for more.
So everybody that's in the stream, guys, if you don't go over and check out the Art of RVing, go over and check them out. Check out the channel. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Help them out. They're good people.
Thank you.
Putting
Yes.
out good content,
you.
and they're having fun. So
Yeah, and that's important. If you have any questions for them, put them
put
in
that
the chat.
in right now. Put it
Put
in
them
the
in
chat.
the chat. While we're
But we have-
waiting.
Oh, go ahead. We have a couple questions for you guys.
That's what I
Sure
was
do.
going to say. I know you said you had some questions,
Yeah.
which I'm a little
Okay.
afraid.
Okay, here we go.
So how long have y'all had your channel?
Yeah, how long have you had your channel?
So we started in June of 2019.
June 28th.
June
was our-
29th.
June 29th
That
was
was
our
the
first upload. Yeah.
First
Hey,
upload.
you're killing it.
Y'all are killing it. Way to
Killing it,
go.
man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Man,
A lot of hours.
That's great.
You know?
Okay, now I have a question for you. What's your favorite hamburger?
A veggie burger.
Ah,
Oh, that's right,
veggie.
you're vegan.
And what about you, Izzy?
Yeah, it's the same. I like black bean burgers more.
Yeah,
Like
I like
Chipotle
veggies.
Oh,
black
me
bean
too.
burgers. I love those.
But we also
Yeah.
found Boca burgers. They have like chicken burgers. Oh my God. Jason,
Chicken
I think
burgers.
Jason's in the chat. Yeah, burgers. Jason loves them. And Jason loves regular burgers. But
Yes.
he'll eat these. They really taste like a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm not personally a big fan of like those Impossible Whoppers and
Yeah.
those. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I've
I'd
never
rather have a
had
black bean
one.
burger.
Have you had one?
I had one at a local place, not Burger King, but like a local place that had like little slider ones. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not really that great.
I got one with, you weren't with us, but I went with Jason. We went
In New York, right?
to New York to see a show on Broadway, and we went to Bear Burger. I don't know if you have those out there, but Bear Burger, they have the Impossible Burger. So I ordered it just to try it. I couldn't even eat it because, look, I'm vegan for health, but also I love animals, and it was like bleeding. Like I couldn't finish it. I'm like, yeah, done.
Nice.
You know, so
Mhm.
I ate half of it.
Nice.
I was like, all right, I'm good. I tried it.
But did it taste like a burger?
It did. It tasted like a burger. I mean, not 100%, but yeah, you could get away with it. I think
Yeah, if you dress it up.
it's a science experiment, pretty much.
Basically,
It's
yeah.
what
If you
is.
ever have a
Yeah.
chance
Yeah.
to watch the,
Yeah,
it's
to practice
Impossible.
on you.
Yeah, if you ever watch Impossible Food, like you have a chance to read about or watch videos on the company, it's essentially like it's like a science experiment.
Yeah.
Like what they did was they took like down to the DNA and cellular level of like animal protein, and then they replicated that with like plant. I don't know. I'm really freaked out by it.
Yeah.
Like, just give me
I'd
my
rather
black
just
bean
eat
burger.
a
I'm
veggie
happy.
burger instead.
I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not,
What's
it's all
another
that
one?
good for you.
Now, what's
We
your
wanted to know if they ever argue. If y'all ever
Yeah.
argue
Yeah. Tell me, do y'all ever argue?
Of course we do.
yeah.
about filming.
Just 'cause
or
About filming,
Right.
editing.
Oh, filming?
Oh
that
my
kind of
God.
thing.
Yes. Look, it's gotten better, I think, but it's, we have different, with one says we should say it this way. The other one says we should say it that way. We should do this. We should do that. But we always come to a conclusion, and
That's right.
and
We kind of
compromise.
left for the most part, the thumbnails and the titling. I'll have a little bit of input on the titling, but I just kind of leave it up to her, the thumbnails and the titling. I do all the editing. And then, like, coming up with the ideas is kind of a joint adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes I'll say, I think this is a really good video. Sometimes she'll say the same thing. And then every time we do a video, we do have an outline we go by. So there's points that we're hitting. At least we've been doing that for the last couple of months.
Right.
We're going to make sure we hit our points. So we'll write it out first and make sure that, we cover whatever certain things that we're hitting in the video that we want to hit in every video.
And we get our title first. We think of
Yeah.
our title and thumbnail. What are we going to do? It's all before.
It's certainly become much more structured in probably, the last 4 months or so?
Yeah.
Like, if you go back to earlier videos, they were kind of like freestyle, right?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As-
I didn't want to say anything.
yeah. As the channel started, growing, and we started learning a little more and taking some courses and stuff, whatever, there's definitely things that we're trying to hit in every video, whether you notice it or not. But like we know, that it's there. And it's funny because we'll watch channels that are doing the same thing, that are hitting those points that said should be.
Yeah.
You won't know it until you know what to look for. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's worked for
They're
us.
taking the same courses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it, I just think any person that's doing a course on YouTube, there's no magic, right?
No,
It's not a magic wand. Nobody has this magic answer. It's a method, and it's persistence, really.
Yeah, yes.
It really is.
And quality, and it's just always learning. And that's the thing. Our videos in the beginning were horrendous, and now they're better, and our retention rate has gone really way higher than it was.
Yeah, we
even
used to be like 24%, 25%.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
why? And we used to go back and be like, why is nobody, like, everybody click it out? So you would see the graph, right? It would go like this, and then boom, like just down all the way. And then it's changed,
It's changed drastically.
Yeah, so we're happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get along a lot better now than when we first started. The video could be a problem for a lot of people. We chatted about that in one of our chats.
It was stressful.
It's stressful.
It is.
One wants to relax, one wants to film. Oh, you're filming too much. You're filming too,
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't feel like filming now. And
Right.
But it's like a relationship. After a while, you understand each other better,
Yeah.
and you learn, and you have your roles.
Right. And
Right,
you learn to
right.
give and take,
Right,
Yes.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure do.
And people tell you too, people that watch your videos. So like something I would always say to him a lot of times in videos, I'm like, you don't even realize, but you're interrupting me, right?
Oh,
so one
yes.
video we put out, it was one of our Newmar videos. We got like tons of comments. People were like, Izzy, shut up. Izzy, stop interrupting her. Izzy, blah, blah. I said, it's not me. I didn't say it. I didn't have to say it.
So what I'll do now is that if we're both talking, I'll say, like, if we're sitting down, tap me on the leg when you're done so that I don't interrupt you. You know what I mean?
Right. So
because sometimes I don't know she's done. She'll pause, and then I'll jump in, and then,
Yeah.
That
But that
happens.
feedback from people helped too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
that's unfortunate for her. I quit doing. I mean, I interrupt.
I never realized
talk.
how much he
I
interrupted
mean, I
me
talk a lot.
until we watched ourselves.
Right. But then you get better. You understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't even realize, he did not even realize he was doing it,
Right.
But to just bring it, you talk, and like anything, I think when you're in your channel, it's kind of like your marriage, right? You have to talk things through and,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
fighting, of course. I don't say fighting,
Absolutely
but
right.
arguing.
Yeah. Well,
Lesson.
okay, I've got one more quick question for you. Favorite ice cream?
ooh.
Ben and Jerry's non-dairy chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh,
Yum.
nice.
It's
My favorite one's
delish.
going to be that place in Long Branch?
Oh, Cookman's Creamery in Asbury
Yeah, it's
Park.
a homemade ice cream place. So that's actually one thing that you can get very good vegan. If you get like cashew ice cream, it is outstanding. Especially, so there's a couple places. There's a couple places in New York City, but there was one place down in Long Branch, right?
I'm sorry, I was just reading the chat.
Long Branch?
Which one?
The Cookman's.
That's Asbury Park.
Asbury Park, sorry. And it's a regular homemade ice cream place, but they have a section of just like non-dairy, and it is really
phenomenal.
good, really
When
good.
we did our marathon,
Really good.
We did a marathon, New Jersey Marathon, a couple years ago, and it went through all these shore towns. So you're running along the ocean. It was so cool. But that was what got me to the finish line. I knew we were going to Cookman's Creamery after that. I mean, I could barely walk
Yeah,
after
that was
but-
funny watching that.
Oh my God.
You guys had to see us afterwards. So I finished a little bit before her.
Way before
A couple
me.
hours before her. And so, I don't know, you said you're a runner, right, Mark? Do you run?
No,
Not like y'all.
not like you.
Not like a marathon.
More like a cross trainer, anaerobic type thing.
Okay.
So, like I've done triathlon and other like long events, but nothing compares to the pain of a marathon. Like, not so much when you're doing it, but when you're done. And like 2 minutes after, like you just lock up. So I finished like, probably 2.5 hours before you, so I had to wait for her. So I kind of crawled over to a Gold's Gym that was nearby, and I just like sat because I knew it was gonna be a while, and I had lunch, and I was just waiting. Then I saw her cross the finish line. She was just hyped, because people are cheering.
Well, the
adrenaline.
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh, I was flying at the end. My pace went through the roof. I didn't feel anything until I crossed the finish
Until you
line.
stopped.
Until you stop. You can't stop running in a marathon because when you stop, you just can't go. You have to keep running. And yes, when I stopped, I was like, oh, like I almost fell over.
So we go crawling into this ice cream place.
Well, we went Mexican first. We went to a Mexican restaurant first, and then we went to the ice cream place after. That was the best meal ever.
Crawling in through the door for ice cream.
It's just so much pain.
Yeah, we couldn't get out of bed. It's best pain ever. I can't wait to do another marathon. I think once Jason gets out of, a few years from now, because the training is ridiculous. I mean, it takes a lot of time.
It would be awesome if we go like mostly full time to kind of do like races in every state. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that is just very impressive that y'all did that.
That's awesome.
Very impressive.
It was like a bucket list thing for me.
That was your first marathon. I mean,
it's
like 6 months of training. It's not. It sounds crazy, but I think almost anybody could do it.
You could if you train. Yeah,
it's not.
It's mentally challenging. But I will tell you, after I did that, I looked at life different. I really did, and this is going to sound all philosophical, but. When you're training, and I remember, okay, so I do 10 miles, whatever. All right, well, the next time then I'm doing 13, 14 miles. Then 10 miles doesn't seem so hard. And then you do 18, and then 13 doesn't seem so hard, right? And it's just like in life now, I always go back to that. Well, I did this. I can do that. You know what I mean? It really helped in all aspects
you just break it down into little steps.
Right. It's just little bits. Like, okay, I got to get to the next block, but it was definitely one of the coolest things that we've done.
You look back on your accomplishments and know you can.
Right, exactly.
Sure.
What I would find amazing is in some of these races, there'd be guys, 60, 62, 65 that are just like in such good shape, right? Like some of these guys at these like these long distance triathlons, these guys are like putting down like 6.5 minute miles at like 60 years old. It's crazy.
When we
how in shape these guys are.
We did a race in Maine. It was a triathlon. It was an Olympic triathlon, and I finished. And this 80-year-old woman came in after me. Now, an Olympic triathlon is almost a mile swim. It's like a 26-mile bike ride and then 6.2 mile run. 80-year-old woman.
Yeah, she did it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, I love that.
Wow.
Right. So. No excuses, is what we always say.
Right. Exactly.
I want to go through the chat a little bit and see if I missed anything. We got a bunch of different people in here. Anybody have any questions? I think a lot of the people that are in here, they do know you. I saw Camper Life said 1,000 Trails just canceled our stay in New Jersey. William said. Oh, that stinks.
No.
Well, that's because our governor was educated, I think, in communist China.
Yeah, our governor is not.
So he just extended his state of emergency through June. So I don't know how much longer the citizenry of New Jersey is going to take it. But
another month. And schools are closed. Now, are Texas schools closed for the remainder of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're done.
I think most states seem to be. And they don't even know what they're going to do in September. That's the concern.
They don't know anything here.
No.
They don't know when they're going to open. Unemployment, people haven't got unemployment for 7 weeks. They don't know why it's not working. They don't know when schools are going to open.
Yeah,
they don't know anything.
It's
let's just close everything.
Kind of a disaster here.
Well, it's just a wait and see.
It is.
That's all it is. It's a wait and see. Nobody knows.
Has this affected your business? Or are you finding that people are still...
No, it's definitely... And at the beginning, it was very painful.
Yeah.
Very painful. And, but that's the way it is, and it's good. And we always have I always look about, others have serious problems. Like really big problems. And so really you just kind of reflect back on us, and really we've got it made, really.
And really, it's, there's been different income things that we weren't even really expecting, and they came through now. So
it's like a total blessing, man.
Yeah, I feel like God's had His hand on us.
Me too.
Taking care of us. Yeah.
The timing was just unbelievable, but at first it was
was scary. I was applying for every loan, every grant, every unemployment, all that. So.
But yeah, I was sleeping like a baby. I woke up every 2 hours crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know it is scary for a lot of people.
Crazy.
And I mean, I had to shut my business down temporarily, but thank God Izzy is working, you know?
Yeah,
So
right.
I think of people that, you know, maybe say 2 business owners in the family. You're screwed. And
like
you know.
these restaurant owners, these bar owners, like, you know, to run a restaurant, or, you know, to get a liquor license in New Jersey is hundreds of thousands of dollars. Depending where you're, it could be a couple $1 million if you're in a real hot spot.
Right.
These people are like, their life is done. Like, I don't know how you recover for something like that. Like, you're shut down for 2 months, 3 months, and even when you open up, a bar has to be full to make money. A restaurant has to be full to make money. Like,
right, with this social
it's
distancing.
crazy.
I mean, they're going to be spreading people out, you know, 6 feet in all these restaurants. They're not going to
making money doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there's no answers. That's the most frustrating. Like, it's just, we're just shutting down and sorry.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Now we're almost at 9,000 deaths in New Jersey.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
do y'all know anyone that's been sick?
There's been a few. I think we've had like 13 of my coworkers that have gotten it, but no,
recovered.
like everybody's gotten over it. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
It seems to be the overwhelming majority of people that are really affected by this are, you know, compromised or older, and there's been a lot of nursing home deaths in New Jersey and New York City.
Right.
Yep.
So you know.
Yeah, New York has been the worst. Obviously, everybody's right on top of each other. You know.
Exactly.
And what's crazy is that
exactly.
everything shut down. I think it was like March 13th.
Yeah.
Where that was it. March 11th, I took Jason into the city. Once a year, I grab Jason from school midday and we sneak into New York to go see a Broadway matinee, right? So we did it, and it was 2 days before this. And Izzy was saying to me, he's like, it wasn't bad.
I was
He's
like,
you
sure
sure you want to go?
there?
Like, it wasn't really bad yet. And the next day, Broadway shut down. We were so lucky. But yeah. But
what did you see?
Yeah,
we
I'm
saw,
proud of you for going supporting the arts.
Yeah, Aladdin. We go to Broadway all the time, but now it's closed for God knows when. I mean, it's
just think about all those people on Broadway, all those actors, you know, producers, musicians. They're out of work probably till next year.
I mean,
Broadway opening.
No, any large gatherings, they're you know, we have tickets to Kenny Chesney in August. I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
You know, so.
Enough of the sad
it's crazy.
stuff.
You start thinking about the ramifications.
Absolutely, it trickles down to everything.
It does.
I see. Nashville is starting phased reopening next week, Ann said, and one honky. What is she doing? Get away from the wires. Come here.
Dog's roaming around.
One honky tonk owner, Layla's, isn't opening till they can have musicians again.
So they're opening their bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, a place like Nashville, I mean, that's their bread and butter.
Absolutely.
You know, like, that's what the city's running on.
And we were supposed to go there last month.
We had to cancel that trip. Yeah.
We had a long trip planned there.
We had a trip to London.
Do y'all like country music?
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
See, we just live in New Jersey.
But we belong out west or south.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, the Northams are here. Hey guys. Somebody said COVID-19 is a shrewd operator. You can't catch it in a supermarket, but you can in a pub. You can't catch it on the bus, but you can in your car, on the motorway, driving to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to be really careful. We have a video coming out probably within a week.
Yeah.
Discussing some things about that.
Sure.
All right. Any other questions for us, guys?
We did have a question I thought on here. How do y'all decide like what to cover in your videos? How do you decide on your content?
So, well, we get ideas, and we've now seen, you know, you watch the trends of which videos that you do well. So we stopped doing anything with healthy food.
No cooking. No cooking or workout videos. No
we
more.
got like, 100 views and people telling us to go screw ourselves. So then we stopped doing that.
Right.
Then
exactly.
and campground reviews. We weren't, when we have 50, 60,000 subscribers, maybe people will watch that. But right now, it's not what people were watching.
The campground reviews were by far the most work of any of the videos to put out because we had to just take so much footage and so much editing. and they just weren't getting views. We're like, we're just not doing these anymore. You know, it's just not worth the time.
Yeah,
you have to focus your time somewhere. You know, we both work full time, and to put out a video and get 500 views is just like, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's why we focus on the DIYs and the tours and the dog stuff. The dog videos do pretty well, and product reviews and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do y'all think you got it to grow so fast? That's really fast.
It's awesome.
So, I mean, there's so many things. There's so many different things. Go ahead.
So, I mean, I think that our core value of the channel is, you know, it's always been since day one. Our first video we put out was a review, a really bad video, but it's got like 7,500 views now. It's crazy. But anyway, it's a really, go back and watch it. Our first video is a review on a Greenworks pressure washer, the one I used to wash the motorhome. It was an unboxing review. So the reason why we started this channel, it was actually me approaching MJ and kind of saying, hey, I think we should start a channel. And the big reason was, like, a lot of times I couldn't find DIY videos that took me from A to Z. Or they did take me from A to Z, but left out everything in between. It used to be very frustrating for me. So I came up to her and I said, I think, you know, we could have a channel and really, like, give good explanations. I think it'll be good. Now, we had no idea how that would happen. We started with an iPhone 10 and a little gimbal, right? We had no mic, no lighting. I never edited a video. I had no idea about analytics, social media, nothing. Like, nothing. It was green. But I think the core of always doing a video so the viewer can learn, right? So rather than talking about us, talk about, because
what we're going to help you with.
Like in our opinion, like, nobody cares about it. You know what I mean? Like, who are we that anybody cares about, like, us talking about ourselves? It's about what can we give to you, right? I know when I go watch videos on YouTube, for me, it's what can I get from that video? What am I learning from that video? I don't care about somebody's life personally.
Right, like I said, though, you know, if you're one of these huge channels,
they can do
then
it.
People are going to watch. You can
invested
get
in
away
it.
with that. But not at this. And yeah, it's an ego thing. I'm not going to sit here and talk about myself the whole time in a video, right? I mean, we may give our opinion and share things, of course, but it's always, you know, sharing information.
So I think that's really helped. I think being consistent, putting out videos regularly.
Critical.
You know, we put out a minimum of 2 videos a week and 1 live stream, and a lot of times we're putting out 3 videos a week, and it's always a live stream. Sometimes we put out, like when we were at the Tampa RV show, we put out live streams like every day. We were going live, walking around.
Right.
So I think consistency. I think what's really important is connecting with your audience.
Yes.
You know, I don't know. I think if you can't connect with your audience, they're not going to hear your message, right? They're not going to even want to watch the video. So I think that helps. I think commenting.
I think yeah, we get back to every single person that emails us or comments or whatever. Every single one. I mean, unless they're, you know, being
but we'll still answer those.
Yeah, no, we do answer those. I mean, always engaging with people. Because you know what? Look, there's millions of YouTube channels out there. If somebody has taken their time to look at our stuff when they can look at, you know, a million others, we're very grateful for that, you know? And we're gonna respond.
And I think we target, our channel has targeted what we try to do. I think we discussed this yesterday. We try to target the broader RV community as far as your everyday RV, not somebody that has a channel. Somebody that has an RV, because there's millions of those people out there.
Yeah.
RV channels
that's
is a piece of dust on the RV, you know, the overall RV community. So our videos are targeted to the regular RVer. I have a leak in my seal is bad. How do I fix this? I have an F53 chassis and it sways a lot. What do I do? You know, how do I wash this motor? Whatever it is. We got dogs. How do we try? You know, that's the bigger target, because that's where you're going to get the views. And those people subscribe to you. They're subscribing to you because they like your video, and they're going to come back and watch it again.
Keep you viewing your stuff.
That's the mindset.
I think that's been a big part of our growth, is that, you know, we network with a lot of channels, but going past that, getting all those other people out there that don't have channels, that's critical.
Yeah, I mean, when we see a subscriber come in, we love to see zero.
Subscribers.
We want to see that channel with 0 subscribers, whoever it is with 0 subscribers, because now we know we reached a regular RVer. And if they subscribe, they're going to come back and watch.
Yeah.
And, I think that has... That
That's
mindset is really...
That's a good point.
We need to do that.
That's a good point.
We need to work on that. That's a goal. There's a goal for us.
There's a goal.
Don Bruder, he's one of our ERV insiders. He said your videos rock. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don.
Appreciate it. And Matt, another one of our ERV insiders, gave us a super chat. Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Matt. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate it.
And if anybody doesn't know what the ERV insiders are, here's a shameless plug. So, ERV insiders, we just started this a couple of weeks ago, and actually we got several people in there.
Yeah.
So as the channel keeps growing, it becomes difficult to get back to everybody. But with the ERV Insiders, that's a membership group, and we put things. There's like a private Facebook page. We put things in there for this to see. They get to see videos first. Certain levels have videos that nobody sees.
Right.
So that's what the ERV Insiders. When we mention them, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's just another way, again, as you grow, to really be able to keep a nice, close relationship with people, because it does get harder.
It does.
Sure.
And we try as best we can, know.
Sure.
So, any other questions for us? I hope that, it was kind of a long-winded answer, but it's not like,
Yeah,
it's like multifaceted.
We appreciate you having us on.
Y'all are awesome.
Our dog just ran in.
Oscar just ran in and
Wow. Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah,
no worries.
it's our pleasure. You guys are so awesome. So again, everybody, go ahead and check out the Art of RVing's channel, Marc and Kari. Oh, we just got another super chat. Matt's RV reviews. Oh wow, I'm very late. Hi Matt, you are very late.
While talking about Matt,
I need a hall pass.
While talking about Matt, that's one other thing that we've done. Is we've tried to collaborate with other channels.
Yes,
right?
collaboration
and that definitely helps.
Huge.
Matt has been just a phenomenal friend to the channel. Matt, when we had like 300 subscribers, I had put out a changing the oil in F53, and we didn't know Matt. I knew of Matt's RV reviews. He was a much smaller channel back then too. He was like 12,000 subscribers, but he actually shared our video, and we started talking. We met at Tampa. We've become friends, and he's blown up. His channel's awesome.
He's like over 41,000.
Yeah, and he's just been a great friend to the channel. Like Andrew Steele's been a great friend to the channel. Just some other channels that have just reached out to us, and we've kind of connected. So collaborating with other channels has certainly helps.
Right.
Sure. I can see that. Yeah. Like you with us. Thank you.
Thanks for
that's why we wanted. Look, we want to do for you what Matt helped us with, right? You know what I mean? Helping you grow as well.
Yeah, we've had channels, several channels that have been smaller channels that, if we see a channel that's putting in work, or somehow we MJ or myself connect with them, we'll have them on. Whether they're 100 subscribers or they're 20,000 subscribers, we'll at least try to get them on, because we know how hard it is. You know what I mean? And if somebody's breaking their hump and they're working, we want to know what you're doing, and we'll certainly have somebody on.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yes, this was so awesome. All right, everybody. I know now. Actually, the Art of RVing is going live at 9 p.m. Right, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they usually go live after ours every Thursday.
Thank you.
So
we're having our 1,000 celebration, and I'm shooting this firework off in the house.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Nice, in the house.
Yeah. So
go check those out. Check out their channel, check out their live stream, and as always, guys, thank you for being here with us.
Yeah,
we appreciate
it was so
you all.
fun.
Thank you, Marc and Kari. You guys are awesome.
Next week,
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Next week we're going to be back at home, so we'll be back with our normal, background that you see, and we got some interesting videos coming out, guys. I'm not going to say who. We're recording a video Monday that I think is going to be pretty interesting.
Ooh,
with another. Not a channel, but it's going to be a pretty interesting collab video.
Yeah,
we're pretty excited. So, thank everybody for joining us. Thank you, the Art of RVing, for being here. Hang around after we finish here. Just stay on Skype, okay? And to the subscribers and everybody in the stream, myself and MJ, thank you for coming in. We will see you guys next Thursday.
Good night, everybody.